Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another post-max hardcore Iron Man progress video. Because we had just gotten the Zammy task, we spent the last episode at Barrows going for carols, and along the way we got plenty of other items as well as clue scrolls. But we eventually ended up getting a carol skirt on chest number 577. Going for one specific item at Barrows is not a fun time, so I was happy just having the skirt for now at least. Maybe one day we'll go back to Barrows for more, but right now we have a Zammy task waiting for us, so let's continue the hunt for the Zammy spear, and with that being said, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. Oh my god. Oh wow, that's shocking. What the heck? Oh, I just noticed the KC too. Of course yeah, okay, if you know, you know. Well, what a very interesting trip that was. So, the Zammy hilt is a 1 out of 508 drop. And this is now the second Zammy hilt that we have gotten, so toss that in with the Zammy hilt collection that we're starting. Really hoping for that spear though, man. The spear is 1 out of 127, and with all the other drops we got, I can't really be upset if we don't get for a very long time. But let's get geared up for the next trip now. Woot! Esteemed Battle Staff number 2. Getting a lot of duplicates here, I see. Not the item we want, but always cool to see an item. Well, I guess we can go ahead and toss this in there with the other Steam Battle Staff. Look at the Zammy collection coming along. Looking freaking beautiful. We got it. Oh my god, we got it. We actually got before 100 KC even. Okay, we're gonna kill the minions. Dude, we freaking finished Zammy. I mean, not completely finished. If I ever want to do Corp, I guess we gotta come back for another spear. But, dude, I just woke up. It's April Fool's Day today. I was thinking I was gonna die today and be a freaking epic prank. But, I mean, we're probably not gonna die because we don't have to do Zammy. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but I'm so happy, man. It's freaking amazing. Oh, it's so freaking sick. I always say this, I just noticed, I always say I'm so happy whenever I'm so happy. And I think I say, oh my god, whenever I get a drop a lot. But like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this spear into a hasta because the spear is really only useful for Corp. I think that's the main use for it. You guys know I'm not like a PvM master or whatever. But the hasta has a lot more uses, at least for me. I don't plan on doing Corp, at least not for a very long time. So we can go ahead and take this to auto, God bless. Do we just use it on him? I think we use it on him. I've never done this before. So it costs 300k. Yes. He's doing it. Zammy hasta. Okay, hopefully we can equip it. And I've done all the barbarian training. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, let's go do the thingy that we have to do. I think we have to practice making hastas before we can equip it, so I think we just make a hasta right here. Okay. Okay, can we do it now? Yes, we can do it. Oh, that's so freaking sick. That's so satisfying. Well, we only have 65 kills left to go, so I think I'll just finish the task at regular Air Demons in the Catacombs and then see you back with the next task. I'm using the weapon of their own kind to fight them. I guess you could say I'm backstabbing them. Please laugh. Before we move on and get the next task, I just want to do like a recap of everything we've got from Zammy. Keep in mind, this is 98 KC. That's where we left off, 98. So we got extremely lucky with all the drops we've gotten. But yeah, it's almost 25 mil worth of drops in 98 KC. Alright, we just got a neck reel task. I can't turn that down. But the task I would ideally like to get would be Kalphites, because for Kalphite Queen you want a crush weapon, and this is a pretty good crush weapon. Easy casket from Fishin'. Do we complete the book? Do we actually complete a book? We'll find out. Gothic's page. No. By the way, we still have 3 of every single page Never gotten a 4th page for any book. I don't really need a book for anything. The main reason why this is so frustrating is because there's, I believe, Elite. I think it's an Elite clue step that requires you to equip a completed prayer book. And every time I get that step, I always have to drop it. It's just kind of frustrating. I've gotten that step probably like 5 times now. Actually, I was thinking about it, and besides just Kalphite, I guess any other God Wars boss would be nice too. Or demonics. I really want to get an anguish. That'd be really nice to have. So hopefully one of these days we can snag another demonics task. Oh, there we go. Lizardman. That's our first shaman's task, actually. Let's go ahead and gear up for that. I don't have too much experience with shamans, even on the main, but they're really not hard to do at all. This is the setup I'm going with. I'll probably be changing it up as I learn how to do them and figure out exactly what the optimal setup would be. And then in the rune pouch, I have Alks and Bones to Peaches. I have Nature, Fire, and Mud runes. I mean, me runes. And yeah, so hopefully this will all be good. I'm not sure if I've done this or not, but with the Kebo's Hard Diary done, you can add the perk of the Shazian Helm 5 into your Slayer Helm after talking with Captain Cleve over here. So let's try doing that right now. See if he'll add that for us. Can I use my Slayer Helm instead of a Shazian Helm? And cool, we're set now. So now we can get the extra boost of the Slayer Helm while killing shamans. There was a new area for shamans added pretty recently when Kebos came out over here in Mulch, in these crypts over here. I believe this spot is actually better, but this place is safer for hardcores. There's a certain method to standing on certain sides of the wall. I think it's that side and that side. I think those are safer because the lizardmen spawn there and there. And if you do this method properly, I don't think it's very easy to die if you DC, unless you just mess it up. I could be wrong with that, but that's the way I understand it. I actually don't have a crystal bow either, which I might end up purchasing at some point. But for now, we'll see how the blowpipe goes. If I am having issues, I will buy crystal bow just for the switch at shamans when I'm like on the opposite end from the other wall or something. Also, here is the amount of lizardmen that we have killed. We have killed 18 shamans. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable here already. One other thing as a hardcore, what you could do is you could bring telegrab runes to telegrab drops if you really want to be certain that you won't die to a DC here. Obviously it's like slightly annoying to have to do that, but I mean as a hardcore, putting all these hours into an account just to die to a stupid DC, especially at shamans, it's just not worth it. And I might end up bringing telegraph runes at some point, to be honest. I'm not even really picking up that many of the drops anyways. As I was saying before, the other spot is better, and I believe you do get more kills per hour. I actually saw that in the video that Rice Cup posted a couple weeks ago. He was going over each of the spots that you could kill shamans at, and he determined that that spot is better than this spot. But as a hardcore, it's probably not worth it because you could take a lot more damage a lot easier there. Okay, here's the verdict. Next time, we definitely have to bring way more prayer potions because I did not last here even close to long enough. But you know what would help quite a bit is if we had an SGS. But yeah, I didn't even use any of the staminas actually either, so I'll probably deposit those. This is definitely a place that you don't want to camp low prayer points at as a hardcore because again, if you DC, having prayer points left will pretty much keep you from dying at all if you DC, assuming you're following this safe method. However, we did manage to snag ourselves one of these bad boys. First shaman task complete, no Warhammer. Such a sad game. We also got a hard clue from that shaman task, and here's the casket, so let's go ahead see what we got. There's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, we'll store that in the house if we don't have it already, which we probably don't. Let's see if we finished the book today. Okay, that was a Bandos page. Of course not. Now that they made that change recently where you could unequip your staves and then re-equip them, or I guess with any weapon, it keeps the combat style going. It makes it so much easier to burst now. Yes, there we go. Kalphite task. Let's gear up for some KQ. We need a lot of rope for Kalphite Queen, more specifically 2 ropes per kill because they despawn after like a minute. So we need 2 ropes for every single trip, which I'm going to be doing 1 kill trips. Over here, Martin Thwaite in the Rogue's Den has a stock of 50 ropes. So we're going to go ahead and bank a bunch of these and hop around a bunch of worlds and hopefully be set on rope until we get the KQ head. Okay, we now have plenty of rope. As I said, the main thing that we're after here is the Kalphite Queen head. And the Kalphite Queen head is the only task holding us back from completing the Desert Elite Diary. I mean, I haven't done any of the other tasks yet, but obviously I have all the stats for them. But the Kalphite Queen head is a 1 out of 128 drop from Kalphite Queen, and they recently made an update, well I guess not so recent anymore, but a few months ago maybe, they made an update where if you get to 256 KC, you're guaranteed a tattered Kalphite Queen head, which you can only use for the diary for mounting in your house or whatever it is. You can't use it to make the Slayer helm. But yeah, worst case scenario, we go 256 dry before getting the KQ head. On my main, I got it 201 KC, so Hopefully we can get a lot luckier than that, but worst comes to worst, we'll get next KQ task then. Also, the Dragon Chain Body is a 1 out of 128 drop from Kalphite Queen, and I think one of my very first elite clues I got the Dragon Chain Body Ornament Kit. So I really have been wanting to get a D chain, and if we get one, I'd be really happy with that. So we can put that on there and have some amazing, cute noob fashion scape. Here's the setup we're going to be rocking. I have a very minimal range switch. Usually on the main I have like a 7-way switch. But yeah, this is what I got in here. I have Vengeance runes in the rune pouch, and I will be making sure to angler up as well before each trip. So we'll see how this goes. I have like 300 or 400 Kalphite Queen KC on the main, so I'm somewhat comfortable. It has been a while, but I know how to do KQ. Oh yeah, we also need the Drayman staff since we don't have Lumby Elite done. We're all set to start the Kalphite Queen grind now. We've been extremely lucky so far with pretty much everything we've done after maxing, as you've probably been able to see, and hopefully this luck continues to carry on through. As soon as we get the head though, we're going to be moving on from KQ and probably never going back. There's always just so much to do now, and it's been so much fun just playing the game. But yeah, that's what we're going to be wrapping up for today though. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.